fear was a form of entrapment for me before. Fear was something that kept me in a loop. It's like, when we're on addictions and we are consuming drugs and we're just like the hamster in the wheel. It's the same thing with fear for me, where it kept me in a hamster wheel, not using my intuition, choosing to engage in things that I knew were not good for me anymore, but because I was scared of abandoning people, because I felt abandoned at one time, right? And because I felt abandoned at one time, I didn't want to make other people feel the same way I felt. So I would sacrifice myself to make other people feel better, to make other people not feel what I felt. So although my intentions were not to hurt other people or not to have other people feel what I was feeling, the results of that was that I kept myself in a mental entrapment. And I did that because I was scared. I was scared. I was in fear of how people would view me, how this would affect the karmic family that I thought loved me, how people would perceive me, how people would see me, how society would look at me. Meanwhile, inside of me, I was in a cage. I was in a cage, scared. I wanted to speak, but I was too afraid to do it because of how the external would perceive me to be. And so the best thing that I've ever done in my life has been letting go of the people that no longer served me. Not only did it save my life, like literally, like it saved my life and my children's life, but it also freed me from the entrapment that I put myself in. And it also freed me from being used as someone that people could what did my ancestors tell me these people were doing? Experiment. See, because people were experimenting on me to see how what they did would affect me, right? I'll get into that in another time, but whatever experiment was going on with, like, seeing me suffer and all that good stuff, and because I was being compliant with the program and I was using myself as a tool to be able to be used to be experimented on. I hope that makes sense. So because I removed myself from the equation and I chose to heal and I chose myself, which was an expression of self-love, that shook up the room, because now the main ingredient is gone. You can't make the sauce. And so that took courage. That took courage, strength, and discernment, right? And so one of the gifts that God has given me has been the gift of discernment. My intuition has returned, right? Because not only was I under heavy spell through dark magic and all that good stuff, where my intuition was being blocked and my discernment was being blocked, so that again I could be experimented on like I was like a project or something. But I got it back, right? I got all of that back, and now I'm able to align myself with the Most High God's will for me. So out of all my spiritual gifts, the one that I am more happy to have is the gift of discernment, because if I can always just be in alignment with what God wants for me, then I'm going to be doing okay. And so choosing myself, detaching from the programming, removing the titles, choosing to forgive, and hiding in God, under God's wing, so that I could heal, has been one of the ways that I have let go of fear. And because God is with me, like I know, like I don't need anybody to tell me. I don't need anybody to show me. I know that the Most High God is with me and my children, and that I am heavily protected, and that I am under divine protection. I just, like, I know it. Like, I walk with a legion of angels. God does not play about me. And so because I have that mindset, and I know, like, I just know. I just know. I live courageously today. Now, are there things that I need to work on? Like, even when I say it now, like when I just said I live courageously today, it helps me reflect on the things that I still need to put myself out there for. Right? The reason being because God is with me. I know God is with me, and God is telling me what to do. He's guiding me as to how to move forward, what steps to take, what is it that he wants me to create, what is it that he wants me to birth into this world. So there are things that I hold myself back on, right? And so those are still things that I still need to work on, right? So as I'm speaking, it also helps me, it brings out awareness to myself as to, like, what things do I need to put more focus onto? What things do I have to start doing for myself so that I can manifest the reality that I want for myself? And so that same thing that I'm speaking on are same things that I also have to work on. So although I've evolved from so many things, there's always something to work on. So when I speak, I don't put myself in a pedestal or anything like that. I'm just speaking from experience, you know. That's just how it is. So for the most part today, I don't walk in fear. I don't think fear, one, is not real. And then I understand that I belong to the Most High God, to Creator Source, and that's who I will return to, and that I'm walking in my purpose, that I'm walking in my destiny, and that I am doing what I am supposed to be doing, that I am aligned with what I am supposed to be doing. So, like, who's going to go against God? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's God. So, I'm going to leave you all with that. I hope you guys have a good night. My nose is stuffy again. I can't breathe. So, all right, have a good night. I love you guys.